And here we are. Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce from Amsterdam. How are you today? The sun, the outside world is here, and so the light is coming in, and the rest of the room is over here, and that's why you see this difference in my look here. But welcome one and all to the show today. We're alive and well. Jen and I have arrived in Amsterdam. We got here late last night. We took a couple of train rides to get here. First from Edinburgh to London, and then from London to here on under the channel through the channel. And just got here short of midnight, and we were we were pretty tired, but we've survived. And I gotta tell you, we are being looked after royally here at the hotel. We're at this nice hotel in Amsterdam, and I'll tell you the name a little later. But some of you already figured it out. You guys are too crafty for me. But we're in a fantastic hotel overlooking a canal here. Of course, what hotel doesn't overlook a canal in downtown Amsterdam? Let me try and show you, if at all possible, just a little bit of a view of kind of what we're dealing with here. Um, let's see if I can work this out. This is the room that we're in. This is me walking into the room here, and there's our bed there, and our window to the outside world. And you'll see how high the ceilings are here. They're huge. That's the desk I'm working at right there. And yeah, we do have a living room. There's another room over there. You'll see that in a minute. But I'm working off of this desk right in front of this TV right here, and you can see the bed here. How high the ceiling is. This is an old school building. I'll tell you right now, it's really something. There's the outside. Now, this video ends, so if I slide it forward, you can see. I continue on. You see the outside view that we have from our window here. Officially, we're on the third floor of this building, but three floors on an old building like this versus a modern building. This is probably the seventh or eighth floor of a modern building. You can see the canal there. So that's a museum that angled front there. And you see the houseboats and the bridges. Apparently, 1,000 bridges in the city of Amsterdam. 1,000 bridges. This is going into the living room here of our hotel room. We have two rooms, and this is the living room here. And at one time, this building was owned by, when it was first built in the early 1900s, it was built by a consortium of 6 shipping companies, shipping companies. And they were all headquartered in this building, and they all shared the offices here. And this is probably someone's office at one time. This is a corner office here, and it's now part of this hotel room. Quite amazing. The chandelier, this old light. This reminds me of the Titanic, the early 1900s. Unbelievable. Just great. Here's another little trick. We have a remote control here that they gave us. They said, here, hold that button down right there. Hold that big button down. See what happens. So standing there, look at that automatic curtain closing here, because the curtain, this is 20 feet high. These curtains is 20 feet to the top. I can't reach the top of that. So it's all automatic. It's all remote control. Here, and I'll open it up again. I mean, holy moly macaroni. Is this great or what? Yeah, the folks here are taking good care of us. I guess the word got out that a YouTuber is staying here, and he has 2 channels. And yeah, I have no problem telling you about this building. This building is actually a living museum in a way. The furnishings, the original layout of the place, the woodwork, it's incredible. I mean, they don't build them like this anymore. This building was really built with thick walls and stonework and everything else. It's phenomenal. Jen and I haven't even discovered it all yet. We've really still just getting used to the place. we'll be looking this over the next few days, and I'll bring you some more imagery of it. But we're pretty we're pretty blown away, and I cannot speak highly enough of the staff here. The hotel's known as the Amrath, AMRATH, the Grand Hotel Amrath in downtown Amsterdam. It's right near the train station. We literally walked here from this train station, Jen and I, last night. We got off the train and got out of the station just around midnight, and we could see the hotel just down the street. It's right there. So we just walked here. Even with Jen and her bad hip, we just took our time and schlepped our way down here, and got here last night, and probably got in our room by 12:30, and we were probably asleep by 1 a.m. I'm sure we were out like lights. Fantastic. So looking great. The market this morning, I think you might be making some money today. We'll see how all this works out. But what we want, of course, is the market to have a nice opening, a nice strong start to the day, maybe build a bit of momentum, and then look to sell into strength, look to write options into strength, look for midday pullbacks, and score some deals, score some options that are going to depreciate as they rise, depending on just how high shares go. We got some news this morning on GameStop. Apparently, GameStop has made some kind of an announcement regarding the NFTs and crypto. They put together some kind of a marketplace, and it hasn't had much of an effect yet on the stock. It is up a couple of bucks, 204 right now. But my hunch is, whether they made an announcement or not, the stock would be up a couple of dollars. Hang on just one sec. I just saw something here. I got to check. Sorry about that. I have a fan here. It's just an air fan, but it's got a timer attached to it, and so you have to crank the timer, otherwise it stops. And I was wondering, why am I so warm all of a sudden? It stopped. Anyway, we got it going again. So GameStop has announced some sort of a deal with some sort of a crypto type of a gizmo. Hasn't had much an effect yet. We'll see. It's a crypto wallet, NFT crypto wallet. We'll see what the market thinks of it as it goes, and also what will the speculation be among those who are young enough to understand this stuff and care about it. I have to admit, I'm lost. I'm completely out of the loop on it. I'm an old guy, and I can understand markets going up and down, but I can't. I don't have a handle on this. But if it brings in a wave of interest, great. I don't know if it will. We'll see. The shares have only traded 36,000 in the pre-market so far, and we'll see what the market gives us in about, what will that be, 42 minutes or so when we start trading. Okay, SoFi this morning up 4 cents. Nothing much happening there. Let me take a look here on other stocks that we're following. I'm showing Rocket Lab right now up a couple of pennies to 475. I've only got I got AMC up 6 cents, Matterport up 4 cents, 23andMe up 6 cents, Spire up a nickel. There isn't much going on. Nothing on ATIP yet. Smart Rent down 8. Last I saw it, 514. Nothing on Cyxtera. Apple I have up 62 cents. I've got Goldman up 480 a share. Cisco up 32. Tesla down 535. ARC Innovations down 34 cents. Microsoft ahead by 284. Bed Bath & Beyond down 3. Pfizer down 42 cents. Hewlett Packard HPQ down 114 to 33.51. Carvana down 2 cents. Twitter down 50 to 37.79. I don't know what's going on with HPQ. I'm kind of curious, why is Hewlett Packard really off so much? We were last week 39.40, 39.60. That was on the 17th. That was 6 days ago. And then we began the drop when the markets began their drop. And On the 18th, we closed around 36.80. On the 19th, we were as low as 35.20. And on the 19th, we ended up closing in that 39, 35 something range. Then the 20th, which would have been, I guess, Friday, yeah, we were at 35, got down to 33.60, and here we are, 33.51 today. And there's one story here that came out on the 23rd, which is today. HP stock is down as another analyst notes weaker demand for PCs. That might be the overall sentiment out there. I don't know. I don't think it's over for HP. They have really organized their company by doing the split a couple of years ago, and now HPQ is just a cash generator. So I will see what it wants to do as the market opens up. We'll follow it if it wants to be on the little downer, but I think this is a bargain myself. I think that the stock is trading at a very nice low PE multiple, and really you can't go wrong paying way under market value for it. That's how I kind of look at it. HPQ, I'm showing PE multiple 6.2. So this stock is already deeply below all other high-tech stocks, and this thing makes nothing but money, buys back a ton of their stock, pays a dividend, and is just been picked up by Berkshire Hathaway people, Oracle of Omaha, and I think it's a wonderful buy. But you can buy the stock in the 33, 34 range, write options on it, or you can buy $25 call options, $20 call options, and write poor man covered calls on it. There's a couple ways you can really go on this. If you do the covered call game, where you're buying the stock, you're buying the options that are, say, $14 in the money. If you can get them for about $1,500 a contract, you got 15 grand lying around. You can get 10 of these contracts. They don't expire till next year. You can write 10 contracts at a time against this stock. Heck, even if you're bringing out, you're pulling out $1.50 a month on these option premiums, it's $1,500 a month from 15 grand. That's 10% a month on your money. There's something wrong with $1,500 a month on a $15,000 commitment. That's incredible return on not a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, obviously those of you who have larger accounts and you can afford to buy 30 or 40 of these calls, you're going to bring in $6 grand a month on a $60,000 commitment, 10% a month. That's a question of, how much you want to bring in and what you need to live on and so on. But it's a conservative stock, a conservative play, buying in the money calls and then writing against HP. I'm not too afraid of any downside here of any significance. 6 times earnings. I mean, geez, come on. Unbelievable. The Dow right now, 296 is the gain here with about 45 minutes left to go. We're up about 1%. S&P up 32.5 points. NASDAQ up only 55. NASDAQ's only up about 0.46 of a percentage point. S&P up 0.82. The Dow up 0.93. We got crude oil up 98 cents right now to 111.26. And we'll see how it wants to perform going in. No real news against it. There's been articles on all weekend coming out talking about the market and how it's 7 straight weeks of losses. We've been getting that, a lot of that kind of info. But there's now more and more analysts out there who are kind of saying this market is ready for a rally. And some are calling for a rally 4 to 6 weeks long. They're looking for a 4 to 6 week rally with a 10 to 15% up move from here. Still a bear market. They're not calling for new highs or anything like that. They're not calling for like all-time record highs all over again. They're just calling for a 10, 12% improvement from here. In other words, a mid-market correction. And they are quite happy to say, hey, you get 10, 12% in this run, you can make some nice trades. You might then see another pullback after that, depending on economic conditions. but one analyst was quoted as saying something like, "This market is vulnerable to good news." So yeah, anything good could spur this market higher very quickly because it is way oversold. It is way oversold. There's something like I heard somewhere trillions of dollars are on the sidelines waiting to go into this market, just waiting for the right moment. And so there's analysts out there going, no one knows exactly what the excuse is that people are looking for, but when they find it, they're going in. And my thinking on it is, if market buyers start to come into this market, we have several days of gains, and we start seeing, bid support and all this stuff, you're going to see a lot of money come in behind it. So the first waivers will be the brave ones, and then all the other folks on the beach will join in later on after the early birds have already made some nice money. Then they're going to want in on the party as well. Well, we'll be here to watch it, and we'll see what's going on. Welcome all to the show this morning. Christina's here, Mark Cherry, Munamo, Sean, and Wendy. God is amazing. Welcome, you guys. H. Gregory, Tiff, Captain Computer Whiz is here, Jason Laws. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the thumbs ups already, all you early adopters. I love you guys for that. Appreciate it that you're hitting the thumbs up button for us right off the get-go. Jason says, I learned a new term this morning called stagflation. Yes, that's been around a long time, that word. That's been the Japanese problem for years and years, stagflation. Get a little bit of inflation in the stagnant economy and nothing's going on. Yep, Hector's here. Bama Babe, good morning. How was that Kenny Chesney concert? Welcome back. Odin's Pumpkin. Splair's here. Number Sweet 16. I think 16 was one of my best years when I was a kid. Hector's here. Richard. Good morning. Alex is here. Number 20 thumbs ups. Quick Sick is here. Not Your Daddy SoFi has renewed the membership. Thank you for doing that. Not Daddy SoFi. Glad to see you're back. Gold member level. Love it. Love that. That's the ultimate support level right there. Uncle Bruce, I had no commercials coming into your show today. John Anderson is here. Devil King is here. LL is here. Welcome. Bill, welcome. No ads from me either. Devil King. Larry Titus, the man himself. How you doing, man? He's number 40 thumbs up. Hey, pal. Nice to see you. Alex Mallow, Shark 41, JJ 45, Nazareth. I'm number 50, Bruce. Right on, guys. Thank you. FX. I'm up something. I don't know what number I'm, but I'm up there. Sell My House and Passover Marlboro, number 51. Welcome. 52 is here, of course, with Daddy SoFi. Jennifer, 2 lamps, markets will be green. There you go. There's no question about that. Number 55, thumbs ups. Touch Grass. NFTs are too new to make real hype without a market-tested system. And TIFF, Spire Global awarded TCOM subcontract for weather forecast. The multi-million-dollar subcontract is for a 5-year period and is Spire's largest numerical weather prediction deal today. SoFi just keeps doing the right thing. They keep putting together these deals, and someday our stock, our Spire, will be rewarded handsomely with a nice up move. We're up a nickel at 150 this morning. 1100 traded. That's all she wrote. 1100. But another contract. What can I say? Interesting Spire. Options Nomads. We're here, Bruce. Number 58 thumbs up. Welcome everybody. We're in Amsterdam, Jen and I. John Bickman, great moves. Thanks. Is the chat calm today, or do I need to reload? Bill was number 70. Welcome, Jay Smith. Welcome. DeSavier's here. How you doing? DQ is here. What lamps? Bama said, Bama. There are no lamps. There are never any lamps behind Bruce. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what you're seeing. Don't know what you think you're seeing. I mean, there's just no lamps back there. I don't get it. What can I say? Welcome one, welcome all. We've got the Dow right now in the pre-market with about, what's that, 40 minutes left to 50, 30. I'll get this out yet. I think we have 40 minutes left to go. We're up 314 points on the Dow right now. 36 on S&P, 75 on NASDAQ at the moment. There's some talk now about There's talk now about the USA, the Biden administration possibly reducing some of the tariffs against Chinese goods. That's being talked about right now, bandied about, and it'll be interesting to see if this does happen. It would be obviously it's a bargaining chip that the White House wants to use for whatever concessions they're looking for, and well, we'll see how that plays itself out. But the market does like the sound of that. The markets like hearing lower tariffs, easier trading patterns, removal of restrictions, just make it easier for business to do business. So we'll see how that plays itself out. Okay. And Kent saying tournament this weekend, the kid shot a 67, low score of the day. Yesterday, move up to third place from 17th. Man, that's awesome. That is really something. Zach, number 90, thumbs up. Welcome, Zach. FL, up in the pre-market. I've seen this movie before. Have to see it to believe in regular trading. I'm with you there, FL. John Kent, 67. Great round. Congratulations, Beach Boy. Never mind the lamp. Oh, my God, the wallpaper. What about the wallpaper? Well, yeah, I guess, it's kind of fancy. Like it's yeah, you can see how high this ceiling goes here. It just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, this is a very high ceiling room. I'll tell you that. I could jump as high as I want. I can't hit the ceiling. No way. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to. You need a step ladder just to replace a lamp in here. This is very high. Number 90, talk about being late, says Beach Boy. Welcome to the party, pal. Kent, John, thank you. She says, Kent. Fantastic, you guys. Yeah, we got a good-looking market this morning, 323 on the Dow. Just kind of waiting to see if NASDAQ is going to confirm this with its own move up. We'll find out. Here in Amsterdam, we're getting some late afternoon cloud now. We were sunny this morning. I think we're going to get some showers here, if not already starting, cooling things down a little bit. But it's all good. Uncle Bruce, are you in church now? Larry, the Dutch are very tall. There you go. They like walking around with stilts. Yeah, that's right. There. What can I say? I'm not necessarily in church, but I am in a a church of business. I guess I have to say this building was created by 6 shipping companies back in the early 1900s. Some of the richest people on the planet, other than kings and noblemen, but regular guys who were hardworking business people. If you wanted to be very wealthy in those days, you were in the shipping business, and I mean ocean-going shipping business. And 6 ocean-going shipping companies built this building as kind of an administrative center for the shipping company. So all the vendors that needed to settle up their accounts and import goods or whatever, they come here to these guys. And this building was housing a number of administrative offices for all of these companies. Again, I'm just getting the basic background of this building's history, but it was turned into a hotel after only in the last, 15 years ago, around 2007, this became a hotel. But a lot of the character of this building and the original look of it has been preserved. Absolutely mint. The elevator system is unbelievable here. This building had an elevator system that is still here, works. It's sort of like they built 8 cars, elevator cars, on one track and 8 on another, and they were all connected by basically the same chain, as it were. And the cars would 8 would go up one at a time, and what would happen is that there would be no doors. The cars were open in the front, And so what you did was you hopped on the car as it came up to you, and you just got on it, and then you went up, and it never stopped. It would just go slowly higher, get to the floor you want, you'd hop off. And once the car got to the top, what would happen is it would get to the top, and then it would shift over and then start coming down the other side. So you had four cars going up, four cars coming down at the same time, shifting on the top and the bottom, and continuing on in a continual loop. And there were two elevator shafts with 16 cars. Yeah, that's right. There were eight going up and eight coming down. Pardon me, eight at a time. And there were 16 on the other side. So there were 32 cars, elevator cars, moving simultaneously at the same time, and they had the engineers handling the flow of the elevators during in the day. Now today they don't use those anymore, but the elevators are still here and they still work. What the hotel has done is they put these glass doors in front of them so you can see the elevators from your floor. You can see them, but you can't get on it. But once a week, they run the elevator for a certain amount of time on both sides to keep it lubricated and maintained. And they do have representatives from the original company that is still in business to this very day, keeping the elevators running. It's just mind-numbing. We have elevators that we can use that have the traditional doors that they've since installed since early 2000s. So we and our luggage can get around. But this original office building with these cars on these tracks shifting over and going higher and lower at the same time. Wow, just incredible technology. It was really early 1900s, 1910 to 1920 is when this was done. The Dutch are very tall, says Larry. Tall is in high? Sounds disastrous. 102 loop, Bama Bay Beach Boy laughing out loud. Jason, I want to see those elevators, Uncle B. Olivia, good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can convince anybody over here to start them up for us so we can film them. I'd love to put that in my on my Traveling with Bruce channel. I'd love to show these in action. Yeah, amazing. The building is quite striking from the outside. It's got a whole bunch of flagpoles up on the top of it, and there's got to be 100 flags flowing up there, just whipping in the wind up above us. But this is an old school hotel, so that we have, as you see over here, you'll be able to see this over here, a bit of a glare, but there's the window over here. That's the outside right there. There's no screen. There's no balcony. It's just an open window that we can open so that we can let in cool air. There is apparently an air conditioning system in this hotel, but I have yet to witness it working. But it's not 100 degrees out. We are, after all, just off the English Channel, a few miles, and so we're not necessarily in the unbelievable heat. We're around 70 degrees today, and we're about to get some showers. So I think you're going to be in the mid 60s very shortly, and that'll cool things off a little bit. With the fan in here, we're fine. We're just fine. But it's a really, really unique property. We've got 32 minutes to go, I believe, and then we start training for the day. Welcome one and all to the show today. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you were all safe and healthy. Jen and I were in Edinburgh through the weekend. We left yesterday morning, grabbed a train from Edinburgh to London, the same train we took coming up. We took back, got to King's Cross Station in London, and then walked across the courtyard into St. Pancras Station, which is the international train station. And then we hung out there for a few hours waiting for our opportunity to board the Eurostar train to come here under the English Channel. And I got to tell you, Jennifer, with her hip issues, mobility issues, I took it upon myself. First of all, in Edinburgh, we were able to get on the train on our own. They have elevators, take you right to the platform. No problem for Jennifer. I just had her get in the train and take a seat, and I got the bags in, took care of that. And then when we got off the train, same thing. We got off the train in London. But in London, what I did was I noticed the lineup to get on to the Eurostar train. There are trains leaving for Paris and for Brussels and Amsterdam, and so thousands of people are arriving at this station every couple of hours because a train can hold 900 passengers at a time. I mean, you get on a jet airplane with 150 people on a 737. You need 6 planes to equal 900 passengers. Well, this is one train in luxury. I mean, in comfort, right? There's first class, second class, and so on. Anyway, I noticed the massive lineup to get through. You have to go through security, which is just like the airport. Your bags go through X-ray machines. You got to take your any metal out of your pockets and stuff. Then you get your bags. Then you have to go after that. You've got to go through. You got to get your passport approved because you're technically leaving the country now, and you're in the departure lounge. Then you're waiting for your turn for your train to be called, and they call passengers about 20 minutes before departure inside the terminal, and then you work your way to your train car with your reservation number. What car are you on? What seat are you on? And take your seat and so on. Anyway, I saw all that and I went, oh God, Jen, there's no way Jen could just stand for an hour and slowly move up 5 feet at a time, until we get in. I mean, there's no way. So I asked an employee, I said, my wife is mobility impaired. Do you have a wheelchair service? Oh, yes, sir, we certainly do. And he said, you just go to the over to the front there and go over to the one area where there's a gate just for mobility impaired people. Oh, great. So he says, everyone has to line up over here 2 hours before the train departs. You show up at the mobility area over there 1 hour before, and they'll have a wheelchair for your wife, and she'll be in the chair within 5 minutes. And she won't walk another step until she gets on the train. I'm thinking, oh, and I get to go with her because I got the bags. So with about an hour and 15 minutes to go, we come up to this area, and we're coming up to this restricted area, and there's a security guard, sees Jen with her walking stick and opens the rope. Come on in right here. And we come to a special little holding area, and within 3 minutes, there was a gentleman there with a wheelchair, and he said, you just come with me, and got her in the chair. He says, you just follow me, sir. And I said, you got it. And I'm rolling these suitcases, and we got one suitcase underneath Jen, underneath the chair itself, and I got the others. They're all on wheels. And I'll tell you, we went down this one corridor, and we passed 800 people waiting in line, got to the very front, and just went right into security. And the security guys with the machines, they were just, come on in first. Everyone else wait, you come in. And so they cleared Jennifer and I through security right there. Within 4 minutes, that was all done. We had gathered everything back up again. Jen was in her chair, and then over to the passport area. And same thing, he just put the halt on everybody else and just said, come on over here, because you could see the employee pushing Jennifer and had her brought up with me behind her. Jen handed him the passports. He scanned them, and then he stamped them and handed them, have a good trip. And now we're through that. Then we're inside this huge departure gate that can probably hold 1,000 or more people, maybe 1,500 people. And off to the one side were a bunch of benches and seats, and open area just reserved for mobility impaired. And he told me, so you come in here too. You get to sit down, and you guard the bags. We'll park your wife in the chair right here, and you guys sit here, and I'll come and get you when it's time to load you on the train. Well, 20 minutes before the train is due to go, the announcement comes on. Here he comes. He's saying, you ready? He said, yep. He said, okay, follow me. And he just starts pushing the chair to a special elevator. up to the platform, onto the platform, and we were in car 14. And to give you an idea, when we got off the elevator, we were at car number 5. We had to get to car 14. And Jen, I said to Jen later, I said, if you had to walk from 5 to 14, could you have done it? She said, there's no way. I would have to have stopped twice for like 3 minutes each time just for the pain to subside and catch my breath. There was no way I could have done it. So he's pushing the chair the whole distance. I got the bags the whole distance, and it's all smooth as silk on the concrete platform, and all the way to the front of this thing, and right to the door. And all Jen had to do was just go up 2 steps into the car, get to her seat, and then the gentleman helped me carry the bags on board. He would not hear of it. He would not hear of it that I did it myself, and brought the bags on board and came to the area where you store your bags on the train itself. And there were a couple of small bags on the lower rack. He just took them out. He just grabbed whoever's bags they were. He took them out, put them on an upper rack, and then he took our big bags and put them on the lower rack. That way, when we leave, we only have to pull them out, not lift them up from an upper area. They're fearless and in charge, and with his tag and with his uniform on, instant access right to the front. No muss, no fuss whatsoever. So we get on the train, and a few minutes later, after the time comes to go, and we're on our way. We're out of the station on time, and 30 minutes into the journey, we're in the channel. We're underneath the channel. That takes 20 minutes to get through. We're going about 80 miles an hour. Silk quiet as a whisper quiet, just whisper quiet through there like nothing. And 23 minutes later, you're out the other side, and the train would reach a top speed of about 250 kilometers an hour. It's in stretches, and then we would stop. We stopped in Brussels, stopped in Rotterdam, and then finally made it to Amsterdam. And we get to Amsterdam, and we're supposed to. We had ordered wheelchair service in Amsterdam, but what we didn't know was there is no wheelchair service in Amsterdam. You're on your own. And so the porter on the train notices Jennifer and I, and he said, "Have you got some bags?" We said, "Yeah, we got some big." "Where are they?" I said, "They're right here." He grabs the 2 big suitcases, and he takes them off the train for us, puts them on the platform, and he points. He said, "There's an elevator right over there. Head for the elevator." So we head for the elevator. We get there about 2 minutes later, and there's no one around. It's midnight now, and there's just nobody around. The elevators are locked off. They're not running. We get in the elevator, hit the button, nothing. It's not functioning. So we get out of the elevator to see a set of stairs. So we go to the set of stairs. Luckily, we had to go down a set of stairs. So I said to Jen, "You go down the stairs. I'll bring the luggage one piece at a time." So I brought the 2 little bags first, and Jen was at the bottom. I put the bags with her. I said, "You just stay here." And I came up and brought the 2 big bags down. And then we worked our way out and got onto the street, and we could see our hotel from the station. No cabs anywhere to be found, and we saw a couple of young guys who had uniforms on. Told them we're staying at that hotel over there. So, "Oh, you're staying at the Amaranth?" "Oh, yeah." He said, "You're not going to get a cab." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Well, one, the cab stand is on the diagonal opposite end of this station. You got to walk further to get to the cab than to walk to your hotel. So that's number one. And number 2, they won't take you from the station to the hotel." I said, "Why not?" He says, "The fare is like $3. They don't want to lose their place in line for a long fare to take you to a hotel that's €3 away. So no one's going to drive you there." And I'm going, wow. What if it was pouring rain, windy, miserable? I thought, what do you do? But thankfully, it was 60 degrees out. It was calm. You could see the stars. So we walked to the hotel. We just schlepped our way. We stopped a couple of times so Jen could just rest, catch her breath, took our time, and then we kept walking, and we got here. And the adventure continues, let me tell you. Here we are. So never a dull moment traveling as seniors with a mobility issue. It's a whole different world. If we were young and we had backpacks, we wouldn't give a damn. We wouldn't care. Oh, heck yeah, we'll walk. We'll stop for a shawarma on the way to the hotel, or stop for a beer or something. But here the two of us, we're just so bagged. Been traveling since 8 in the morning from Edinburgh. Now it's midnight, and we're ready for some sleep time. But we made it. We made it, and we're here. And now we're rested up. And Jen is relaxing in the living room. She's got her feet up, and I'm working. So there you go, kids. We are now 20 minutes away from the opening of our market, and we're still showing a 307-point gain on the Dow for the pre-market, which is great. We got SoFi 740 right now, down 9 cents. We got a GameStop at $98, up to 34. We got S&P up 34 points and the Nasdaq up 58. That's the only thing that bugs me, is how little activity we have on the Nasdaq. The Dow is doing its part for a rally today, but the Nasdaq is not joining the party, and that's kind of bugging me. Don't know quite what to make of that. It could well be that it just could be that Nasdaq needs to see the market open in a green way and then join the party. Maybe that's what it is. I can't put my hand on it, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, I'd love to know if the elevator runs electrical relays for its logic control. I'll try to get you info if I can, Swinson. Bill, Jen getting the red carpet treatment. Oh, yeah, Jen's being looked after. Mo Garza, I'm number thumbs up 121. Bruce, thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups already, guys. Thank you. Zach, so what you're saying, Bruce, is I need to buy my wife a cane and then get a wheelchair service for our turn through customs tomorrow. Great travel tips, great stuff. There's anything you can. Exactly. I'm telling you right now, man. I will tell you right now. Getting a wheelchair is magical. It's magic. It changes everything. They take care of you. They really do. At the airport, at the train station, inside shopping malls, you put your wife in a wheelchair and push her around. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's magical. Devil King. Any feelings on SoFi today, Uncle Bruce? I don't have any report of any news. I see it at 740 at the moment. Yesterday, was it Friday? We touched $8 in the morning and couldn't hold it, obviously. And then we came back here. We were as low as 713 on Friday, as high as 804 on Friday. Right now, we're 740 in the pre-market. We've been around 750, 55 this morning. Not a lot of volume, 641,000, but that's kind of light compared to normal, I would say. So we'll see what SoFi has in store for us. The news on SoFi keeps coming out from various analysts and observers, and it's positive. Very positive news on SoFi. There's no one doubts the company's ability to grow, become a larger company. They're a chartered bank now. They have their bank charter. Everything about SoFi is positive, more positive than negative. But we're not seeing a blowout this morning. Now, if this market that we're in right now has a good week, and we truly get some gains today and we add to them tomorrow, even if we have a few wishy-washy days, but we have a general uptrend, say a 10% uptrend on the big indexes, SoFi could get to 10. I mean, it won't go up 5 or 10%. It'll go up to $10, maybe more. But we got to see just what kind of money are we going to see come into this market? How much capital is coming in, especially on the growth stock side. So stick around. We'll let you know. I'm quite eager to see if it wants to take a shot higher. It would be lovely for all. Right now, I'm still showing pre-market quotes here of for Rocket Lab, just up a penny. SoFi now 749. If I got that right, no, where are we at now? 742 right now. I've got GameStop at 97.10, up 144. AMC unchanged. I've got Matterport up 4 cents to 550. 23andMe up 7 cents to 145. I got Spire up 4 cents to 149. ATIP, I don't have any. I don't think I have any trades yet on ATIP in the pre-market or Smart Rent or Sextera. I've got Apple up 46 cents, very, very quiet. I got Goldman up 544, statement being made there. Cisco up 27 cents. Tesla down 593 to 657 now. ARC Innovation up 34 cents. We got Microsoft up 334 to 255.90. Bed Bath Beyond up 8 cents. Pfizer up 28 cents. Hewlett Packard down 88 to 33.77. That is a bargain. Those $20 calls might be acquirable under $1,500 each out till next year. If you can get them that cheap, you'd want to buy those and write options on them. Carvana right now up 3 cents to 33.60. Twitter down 50 cents to 37.79. Twitter is a sea of confusion right now with Musk. We just don't know what he's up to. We really don't know what his intentions truly are. Anyway, that's all I got. Alrighty, there it is. Watching for the opening here now in 14 minutes as we're getting ready to start trading, and we'll see what this market can bring us, folks. Hopefully a very good day. That would be just terrific. Thank you for joining me today, all of you from around the world. I cheers to all of you from wherever you are. We got this room getting kind of dark in here. The clouds are moving in outside right now. Thank you to all of you who have been able to give us a thumbs up. We have 141 thumbs ups now, and I appreciate that. 141 thumbs ups and climbing. If you could hit that thumbs up button for us, please do, and give us a little more forward momentum. We do appreciate it. It's all good. We love it. Let's see here. We'll get that done out of there. There we go. All righty. Let's see now. We've got Pickcomb saying, I think Musk is basically calling out Twitter as a bargain tactic to depress the price. You could be right there. You could be right. We'll see. Yeah, Spire at 149 up 4. 1,100 volume traded. There's just nothing trading right now. And I don't see this press release yet that had been mentioned earlier, but hopefully the good news will keep coming. If they can bring it on, that'd be nice. Yeah, SoFi 741 down 8 cents on 665,000 shares so far. So we got Jason Laws. Hail, Zach, I'm thinking of breaking my leg before I travel just so I can get the first class treatment. Yeah. Zach, I love being in the central time zone. So much easier to see you live, Uncle Bruce. 8 a.m. is a lot easier than 5:30 a.m. back home. Zach, Jason Laws, I'm pretty sure that's what Bruce said to do. Go for it. Not your daddy, SoFi, CSD Central Time Zone, FTW. Spire, SoFi at 600,000. That's less than half of the last 3 trading days. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a little slower today. Yeah, we're getting ready to open her up here in 12 minutes. What will the opening bring us today? We're going to find out soon enough. Time will tell. You know, one thing I noticed too about Europe, just so those of you who haven't been here in a while, or if you've never been here before, you never know what you're going to get when you go to either a restaurant or anywhere else when you order a Coca-Cola product. Now I'm going to show you this. I've been sucking out of this can here, this Diet Coke can. I bought this as part of an 8-pack of cola. It's my last cola out of 8 cans that I bought in downtown London at one of these grocery type stores. But at a restaurant or a bar, if you order a Diet Coke or a regular Coke, what they'll do is they'll bring you a glass with some ice in it, and then they'll bring you a bottle of Coca-Cola. Now, I've been to one place where they brought me, okay, just so you know, this can, by the way, is what is it? No, that's not what it is. How big is it, Bruce? I think it's 330 milliliters. Here it is right here. It says it's 330 milliliter. There you go. 330 milliliters. Okay. It's about a third of a liter. I've had a bottle of cola brought to me that's 100 milliliters, and they want 2.5 pounds for that. That is $4 Canadian for a less than a third of this in a tiny little puny bottle that you would use as a bartender for like a rum and a Ryan Coke. I've also had at an Italian restaurant a bottle, a 200 milliliter bottle for 2.5 pounds. Again, roughly $4 Canadian. $3 American, just to kind of put it in perspective. Maybe, yeah, about $3 American for 2/3 of a can. All right. I have never been served a can of cola this size in any institution. On board the trains, the train ride from Edinburgh to London and London to Edinburgh, they would give you bottles. They gave you cans that were 200 milliliter cans, really skinny little cans, 200 milliliters, 2/3 of one of these, if that. They bring one every half hour if you wanted one. It really is shocking to me. I have, when you think about going to like a Denny's and you're ordering a large Diet Coke and it's a 16-ounce glass, and then they give you free refills. It is just incredible. It's cheaper to buy beer here. It's cheaper to buy beer than to buy a Coca-Cola product or ginger ale or root beer or anything like that. You cannot believe how expensive in a restaurant setting. Now, I can go into an H&M, or not an H&M, but these there's these grocery stores here, Tesco's and others. I can buy a 2-liter bottle of cola for 2.5 pounds, $4 Canadian. You get a 2-liter bottle. I would never pay $4 for a 2-liter bottle in Canada. I go snaky if I have to pay more than $1.80 to $2 for a 2-liter bottle of diet caffeine-free Coke. But here, $4 Canadian is kind of the going rate. But that's cheaper than a 100 milliliter mini bottle. I don't even know. I'm blown away that restaurants would dare serve that, because, to be honest, you can buy these in Europe in bulk and they'd run you about, I'd say in euros, you would be spending 40 cents per can. Call it 50 if you want to go crazy. Selling this for $4, paying 40 cents for it, good margin. Those 200 cans, they're the same price. They're 40 cents. The little 150 milliliter thing, they're probably 35 cents. There is no added real profit. There's only consternation from the buyer. You're not making anyone happy at the other end of the transaction if you're giving them a tiny little bottle for a $4 hit. Might as well give them a big old can and just be done with it. But it's a different world. We live in the new world, and what can I say? I can see where if you are drinking a regular can of regular Coke in the U.S., you're downing 3 or 4 of those a day with all the caffeine in there, all the sugars, all the calories in there. And is it any wonder why North America is obese? I get it. I try to go with the caffeine-free whenever I can, but here I have to go Diet Coke. It's as good as I can. Most of the time, all I can do is Diet Coke. So I still get the caffeine. But it is interesting how it plays over here. Really amazing. What can I say? What else is going on here? I got a feeling SoFi going to make some moves, says Silica. And yeehaw, Amsterdam, Spire. Big Comb, Uncle Bruce, Europe is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You got that right. 12 ounce. Splair, yeah, Coke is a bad experience here. It's a Splair. Never mind which one. All of them are not good. In restaurants, they mostly use a Coca-Cola syrup and other local water. Splair in fast food restaurants anyway. Olivia, for one gulp. Mirko, 330 milliliter normal can size in Europe. Pick no. It sounds like the Wild West out there. Olivia, this is why I buy 2-liter bottles when I get pop. Laugh out loud. Mirko, in retail stores, yes. Splair, now you see how we get screwed on U.S. products. I warned you, Zach. I love those skinny cans. They make my hands look huge. I feel like a giant. But to be honest, some KFCs and other fast food restaurants, depending on location, have a fill-up station. DH Ruda, I'm thumbs up 5152, Bruce. Olivia, I go snaky too, Bruce. That's why I carry pop like a bum in my backpack. Not your daddy's SoFi. Silly problems to have over a terrible drink. Olivia, restaurants be scamming. Blair, BTW, almost 7 minutes. 7 minutes. By the way, almost 7 minutes until the bell. That's right. Coke with Bruce. Says Testy Donkey. You're not expected to give tips, though. Mirko, in Germany, there's a law that you have to have one alcohol-free drink that is cheaper than beer. Most times it's still water. Tasty doesn't sound legal. Laughing out loud. Summer Rose 88 has become a YouTube member. Welcome, Summer Rose, to the group. Chillum with Uncle Bruce member. How nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. BPCY is sending us a $2. I think that's £2. That's real money there. Sterling. That's why it's called Rip Off Britain, Bruce. I hear you. Yeah, it's funny how there's sometimes you see reasonable price stuff, and other times you just go, you got to be kidding me. We were at the station yesterday. Well, we got 4 minutes to go. We were at St. Pancras yesterday, Jen and I. And Jen wanted to get a coffee. She says, I need a caffeine jolt because I'm getting really tired. So I said, well, I'll go into this little pastry thing over here. So I went in there and I got her a small latte. I got me a large latte. And I saw a little pastry thing. So I ordered that. And it came out to like £9.60. Just under 10 pounds, which is just around $15.50 Canadian dollars for 2 coffees and a piece of pastry, something like $11.50 US. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I pulled out out of my pocket, pulled out my dough. I have all these British pounds, and the gal says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take notes." I said, "What? You don't take cash here at the railway station? You know that the Queen's picture is on the money. You know she lives just down the street from you, you know. I mean, your sovereign is right there, and her picture is on all these notes." "Oh, yes, sir, we're aware of that, but we just don't take cash here at the railway station." I pulled up my debit card. I paid for it, but I probably got charged $1.50 to use it additionally as a service fee. They don't take cash. The world is changing. It's unbelievable. Crazy. Welcome, Summer Rose 88 from Zach. Robert, Uncle Bruce, you can't visit Amsterdam without visiting one of those famous coffee shops where you can buy those amazing cakes. Thanks, Zach and Uncle Bruce, says Summer Rose. Splair, train station are most expensive here in Europe. Splair, but the no cash rule is new to me. Again, it depends, I guess. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I had no trouble using British currency, wherever I want, more or less. But yeah, in this case, nope, they didn't want cash. They just wanted the plastic. Quite interesting. We're a minute away from opening up, everybody. Welcome to the party today. We're showing a 349-point gain on the Dow right now. So that's good. We're showing a 41-point gain on S&P, which is 1%. Nasdaq's up 85, a bit better, but still only 0.75 of a percentage point. It's not leading the market higher. It's the Dow, 1.1% gain. That's the leader right now. And we're about to start trading here for the day, and we're going to see what's going on. Yes, there are more and more places refusing cash because governments don't like cash, says Pico. They can track you a lot easier using your plastic. Tip, in Germany, vendors have to accept cash. They have to, and it actually is a law. I would imagine that in that railway station, if someone were to press it in court, they'd have to take it. But who's got the time? Zach, they have a no cash policy at a local baseball stadium. Makes me so mad. It's against the law. Cash must be accepted by all for all debts, public and private, says it right on the bill. What do you think democracy is all about, right? I agree. Larry Titus has rung the bells. Thank you, Larry. Zach is clapping right on. We are up and we are running. We're open for business, and we're going to start trading here. We're going to see if anyone makes money today, because I think you guys deserve to get rich, and even richer than that. I'm showing at the moment early trades right now, a 274 point gain on the Dow. I've got Home Depot up 29 cents. I've got Matterport down 11. Smart Rent down a penny. SoFi at 735 down 14 cents. GameStop up 1 penny right now as we speak. We're just barely getting started here, so we'll need a few minutes to settle in, and we'll just see what this market is bringing us this morning. Welcome all to the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, where we like to talk about the markets in plain English, if that's at all possible. Try to keep you posted on what's really going on in a simple, easy way to understand what's happening. A lot of my viewers are now writing call options against shares that they own, or they're writing call options against options they own as a poor man covered call strategy to make money on this market, whether it goes up, whether the market is flat, or whether the market goes down. We are taking cash off the table from a bunch of gamblers every single day here. And if you want to learn how to become an option writer and possibly quit your day job and say sayonara to your boss, hasta la vista, baby, there's a way to do it. One way to get the handle on what we're talking about is get to my website called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's my website right there. Head over to that website. If you get over there, you're going to find the website's homepage. You're going to see my mug on the picture like this right here. And if you click on the section where it says classes, that's on the upper right there, you're going to be able to take classes like these, how to write options, how they work, different strategies on how to use options to make money, the mistakes investors usually make, how to make income from writing puts, how to trade call and put butterfly options, and how do I pick my favorite stocks using poor man covered call strategies, rollover strategies. Now we have lesson number 13 you can check out. Even it gets even more juicy all the time. Anyway, there's 13 classes you can check out at your leisure. Learn how to write stock options and become part of this family here, where these folks who are sitting here are making money writing options. And it doesn't matter whether the market goes up or down or stays flat. It doesn't matter. You make money no matter what. So thanks, everybody, for popping in and seeing us and being with us today. Great to have you. If you have any questions, you can just post a question here on this show anytime you like. If you're a member, you can always post over here. If you're not a member of this channel and you just want to send me a question, you can just do it through a super chat if you want. Send me $1 or $2 or $1,000, whatever you think the question's worth. You want to see Bruce in 5-star hotels? Send me $1,000. You want to see me in Holiday Inn Expresses on the road? Send me $1, and there you go. You get what you pay for. Let's see what happens. Blair, let's rock on, baby. Nick, someone tell the UBI that the markets are up and they're not supposed to be in red. Please, thank you very much. Well, we're at 282 points gained on the Dow. We got that started. I just put a limit order in, says Michael, for 500 SoFi at 731 and immediately filled at 726. Boom, you got the stock down a quarter right now, and you just got yourself a bargain handed to you by the trader. Don't be complaining about that, Phil. That's all right. 724 right now, last trade, down a quarter on SoFi. I've got Smart Rent down 1 penny. I've got Matterport off 17 cents. I've got GameStop down a dime. The Dow up 267 points right now. We're up 25 on the S&P, and Nasdaq's up 15 points right now. Oil just went negative, down 27 cents. That's a good sign. Oil negative is a good thing. Yeah, if you want to buy some cheap SoFi down here in the low sevens, a pretty good idea. We were just through $8 Friday morning, and we will go there again, and we will go beyond there. It's only a matter of time. You just got to pick your spots, get your bargain buy in there, and move on. Absolutely. Hang on and watch. Is my ticker wrong? I'm seeing it at 734. He says, Beach Boy. So, Uncle Bruce, if we send you 50 cents, does that mean you go backpacking? Yeah, you want to send me 50 cents? I might do a show every fourth day. I'll have to go get a day job clearing tables somewhere, and I'll do this part-time. Oh my, we're up right now 309 points on the Dow. We got a little rally coming on here, a little strength coming in right now. Nice to see. 28-point gain on S&P, but only 27 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 0.2 of a percentage point, 1/5 of a point. The S&P's up 3/4 of a point, and the Dow's up 1 percentage point. So that's what we got going here. LL, SoFi 728, wall at 150,000 right now. Big buying wall, or is it a selling wall? I don't know. Nick, backpacking. Welcome, Bruce. Not gonna happen. Oh man, Matterport down 19. Smart Rent down 8. SoFi at 723, down 26. GameStop 95.38, down 28 cents. AMC is down 30 cents. We got ATIP at 182.3, down 6.7 cents. Rocket Lab is down a dime to 463. What else we got going on here? Rocket Lab 463, down a dime. Sixtera down 14 cents. ME down 286. Spire down 1 penny to 144. Pfizer up 61 cents now, 53.08. HPQ 34.60, down a nickel. Twitter down 37 cents to 37.92. What else? Robinhood, 971, down 37 cents. Vanik down 6 cents. We got IBM up 176. Microsoft up 138. Apple up 61 cents. Goldman up 478. Cisco up 43 cents. They're all gains, but they're all fractionals. They're all tiny little things. Facebook down 29 cents. Amazon 672 higher. Yeah, not much. Bed Bath Beyond down a quarter. BlackBerry down 8. Royal Caribbean down 55 cents. Royal Caribbean at 54.86. Target down 125 to 154. JP Morgan up 380 to 121. Costco up 220 to 418. Walmart up $1.11, $1.14, 120. Nvidia right now is down 366. Disney 103, up 63 cents. Yeah, that's what we got going on here. Netflix down 367 to 182. Moderna down up now 395 to 140. So it's a quiet one. We're up 280 on the Dow now. Not going, incredibly crazy, but it is an update. The question here is this first couple of hours, will the Dow be able to hold the gains they're getting now, and will they stick around a while, or are we going to run into a sell wall? That's really the question. GameStop is down $1. SoFi 728 now, down 729, down 20 cents. There you go. Let's see. Jason Laws, I seen pictures of that Grand Armouth Hotel you're in. I'd say you're doing pretty well. I got to tell you, Jason, here's the deal. Okay, we grabbed this room here. Let me rephrase that. We grabbed a room in this hotel a couple weeks ago. And because we're checking in on a Sunday and we're leaving on a Friday, rather than coming in on a Friday and leaving on a Sunday, we're getting that Las Vegas kind of thing. A lot of people come here for the weekends to have a good time and then go home Sunday night. We're the opposite. We're coming in when everyone's gone. So we got a better rate on our room rate. I also wanted a larger unit to work in so that Jen and I wouldn't be in a tiny little 200 square foot room. And so it all worked out. But as it happened, This morning we were talking to the concierge downstairs, and we got in last night very late, and we mentioned to him that our air conditioning wasn't working at all. We did have a fan that made it bearable to sleep in the room, but we wouldn't be able to stay the whole time. We couldn't open a window, and we were on a very low floor. As a matter of fact, we were below ground level. We were standing and looking out the window, and we were watching feet walk by us. We were in the basement. We had a big room, but we were in the basement. And he said, "What's your last name?" So I gave him my last name and my room number. He said, "Just give me a minute." And he walked over to the front desk and he took a look on the computer and came back and talked to the associate there, and then came back to us and says, "Why don't you come with me for a minute?" So he took us on a tour, and we were really interested in this hotel. It's such a incredible historic building. This is a historic building. But what ended up happening was we mentioned that I needed space because I'm a YouTuber and I go live on YouTube twice a day. Oh, what's the name of your channel? So I told him we have two channels: Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. So he said, "Let me show you what we have." So he took us to a couple of rooms that were one big long room, and I said, "This is nice, but the problem is that I can't work in this room because Jennifer would be on camera behind me, and we don't want to do that." He said, "Okay." He says, "Were you going to have breakfast this morning?" I said, "Yeah, we're just going to go down for breakfast." "Why didn't you go down and have breakfast first? Let me take you down there. You go have breakfast, and let me see what I can find with my hotel manager." I said, "Oh, okay." So we had breakfast, and at the end of breakfast, we came out and we met our man again. He says, "I have another room for you," and so he took us to this room, with the two halves, the living room and this room here. And we said, "Well, this would be above and beyond fantastic." He says, "Well, we've upgraded you to this room. Since we have a celebrity in the hotel, we figure we'll take care of you." I thought, "Wow, this is..." So yeah, we're in a really nice room here. I say thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. But I thank you to the hotel. So I'm more than happy to exploit the virtues. And I will say that the room we got last night also was two rooms. We had a living room and a bedroom as well, and it was very roomy and whisper quiet. It's just that it was a bit warm because it had been warm here the day before. So in the middle of July, this might be a little uncomfortable if the air conditioning doesn't work properly. But I think right now the building, the engineers are gearing it all up to get the air conditioning up and running again for the season, because we just came out of spring and winter. But this one here with an open window just behind me here, the fresh air is coming in. We have an open window in the living room. I have a fan here. No complaints. We're only going to be about 62 for the high the next couple of days. No complaints. We're going to be just fine. So yeah, I'd recommend this hotel in a heartbeat. It's pretty nice. Michael, damn, reloaded ATP and SoFi is lower than I thought. Coyote, good morning, everybody. Beach Boy building a cabin with Uncle B. Lame Duck backpacking and naked with Bruce. Beach Boy foraging with Uncle Bruce. Ed Hawkins, what did I miss on Tesla? Why the plunge lately? Twitter, that's why. Zach, Coyote, buenos dias. Swinson, thank you for this donation. Appreciate it. Uncle Bruce, here's $1.40 for your Coca-Cola fund. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Swinson. Every little bit helps. SoFi, all gone. SoFi now 736, only down 13 cents now. We're coming on. The Dow up 312 points right now. We're climbing again. Hewlett Packard, Home Depot down 258, Matterport down 13, SmartRent up 4 now. SoFi only down a dime at 728. 738. We're coming on. GameStop only off 45 cents. Now we're up 7 on GameStop. We're up 7 cents on GameStop. AMC down 33. ATIP down 5 cents to 184. Rocket Lab 460 down 13. Sixtera down 1 penny to 1264. ME down a penny, 287. We're about to go green on these two. Aspire 146, looks like a gain of a penny. Pfizer up 37 to 52.84. Hewlett Packard down only 15 cents. And we've got Robinhood at 976 down 32. Vanik up 91 cents. IBM up 114 to 129.60. Microsoft up 350 a share, 256 a share. Apple up 255 to 140.24. Goldman up 6.55, $313.35. And Cisco up 43 cents, $43.36. Facebook up 6 cents. Amazon up $19. Tesla down 7, it looks like, $7. And Google up 13.80 right now. There's where we're at right here, with the Dow up $313 right now. 313 points on the Dow, excuse me. We got S&P up 33, and we have NASDAQ up 65 points, half a percentage at this point. All right, Splir. That's the key with Prague too. It's cheap, but it's cheaper when you're not in the party tourism. Have a good time, tourism time there. Testy Donkey, watch out for them pickpockets in Amsterdam. Uncle Bruce, they like to flash the gold. I know you like to flash the gold. Larry, YouTube royalty. Nick, keep talking about the hotel, Uncle Bruce. It's pulling SoFi higher. There you go. Pick home. SoFi making a run, not as low. Swinton, sorry, Uncle Bruce, couldn't help being cheeky this morning. There you go. We'll take the donations any way you want to hand them to us. Thank you, guys. Anyway, yeah, no complaints at all. The hotel is really unique. I will say that across the canal, there's a DoubleTree by Hilton right over here. It's a brand new building. It can't be more than 5 years old. So the rooms are uniform and they're all in the same unique style. But this kind of a facility is a once in a lifetime. We are in a building built when the Titanic was created, and this is the pre-Art Deco. It's incredible. You just don't see this anywhere, and really not in North America. Very few places in North America have anything like this anymore. It's still running. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. We're enjoying it. I think we'll enjoy it very much. We leave on Friday. We're here till Thursday night. We leave Friday morning, and we're heading to Dortmund Friday morning. So this will be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the swimming pool and the steam room and the sauna area. That is included here, so I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. And we'll just kind of go from there. We're going to go for walks around the area and just experience some of Amsterdam, the local flavor, go from there. 342 is the gain now on the Dow Jones. We might be kind of pushing the high of the day here. Yeah, 364 now. I think we're at the high of the day. Yep, right here. We're just above the high of the day right now on the Dow. NASDAQ has now gained 103 points, so it's up now 0.91 of a percent. So NASDAQ is catching up to the Dow and the S&P 500. That's a good sign here. We'll take that. All righty. Splir, for real, I come to Amsterdam and you come here? There you go. Yeah, I'm coming into Dortmund, but I'm seeing relatives. That's private. We're all spoken for over there, I'll tell you that. And then we're heading to Hamburg and then Berlin. So we're getting around. Anyway, folks, thank you for joining us here. 370 points, 389 point gain on the Dow. We're pushing almost 400 points gained on the Dow now. So we're moving higher. Matterport is only down 4 cents. SmartRent is up 4. SoFi is only down 4 cents, 7.44. Michael, you're doing great with that buy this morning. Nice one there, pal. That was a good fill. 95.05 on GameStop, down 61 cents. Now I see it 95.74 down. It's actually up 8. So I got GameStop higher at the moment. There you go. Thank you all. Thank you all for popping in and being with us today. It's nice to see you. Look for opportunities to write options into some strength, and then look for pullbacks and get yourself some fills. That's the name of the game here. Yeah, 638 now is the gain on the 376 is the gain on the Dow right now. 24 points away from 400 points gained on the Dow. Matterport 538 down 7. Smart Red 5.25 up 4. SoFi 740 down 8. GameStop now 94.99 down 67 cents right now. 94.99 at the moment. ATIP down 3 cents. Rocket Lab down a dime. Cyxtera down a penny. ME up 4. Spire up a penny. Pfizer up 46. So we got some mixed action here now on our other stocks. 389-point gain on the Dow Jones. I think we're pushing for a 400-point gain here at any moment. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it that you're here. Michael says, I have no complaints with my fill today. Kiwi, you got to go magnet fishing in the canal. It's a popular thing to do. You'll probably catch a bike. Spire, no problem. I understand it completely. If there's a time before you leave a trade station, we can drink a second coffee. Pick home. Toyota, I wonder if Tesla is going down, puts Toyota as a future king of the EV market. And we'll see here. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, what strikes would you look at for Apple and IBM if you're going to sell calls on Apple and or IBM? Well, let's take a look at this. Okay, we got IBM now at 129.93. If you're going to write Apple calls and you want to write them for this Friday or next Friday, you can probably go 135, like as far out as that. Even the Friday after that, you might look at it. We're only up 150 on the day, though. But, 5 out of the money, 3 weeks to go if you get a nice premium. Now on Apple, we're at 140.50, up 295 today. I'd be looking at 145s for the next 2 weeks. Those are the ones I'd be looking at. Even if you wrote 3 or 4 weeks out, going 145, get a nice hefty premium. It's all time. You're out of the money. And they will come in. Again, assuming the shares will stay under 145 for the next few days. And that's entirely possible that all this week the shares may stay under 145, losing a week of time, shrinkage, and even a midday pullback to 138, 136 could give you the trade you're looking for. You could do several of those over the next week or two. Keep an eye on that. Slayer, I'm prepared for pushing higher. SoFi 740 and NASDAQ up. There you go. We've got the Dow up now, 407. Good sign there. 43-point gain, make it 46 on the S&P 500, and on the NASDAQ, 114-point gain now. So they're all up 1% or more on the morning. We got oil up 22 cents right now. Matterport up 6 cents. Smart Rent up 8. So Matterport down 6. Smart Rent up 8. SoFi 742 down 7 cents right now. My favorite beer is called Natty, says Larry Titus. Kiwi, I see the British government trying to stop people charging EVs at peak power use time to save the strain on the grid. Yeah, I bet you they encourage that, and I agree. If you are just driving, to work and back during the day, or you're just wherever you're driving is daytime driving, and then at night you're parking the car, your best time to charge the car is in the evening. The rates are much lower. The usage on the grid is much less. That's definitely the way I'd use a Tesla for sure. Aurora, 187 thumbs ups. Thank you very much for that. We're up 384 on the Dow right now. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Absolutely appreciate it. We got a 45-point gain on S&P, it looks like to me. And we got a 95-point gain on NASDAQ right now. GameStop 94.50, down $1.16 today. We got SoFi at 737 off 12. Smart Rent now up 7 to 528. We got Matterport 536 down 9. Home Depot down $4, and the Dow up 378, looks like. at the moment. That's what we got. What we have happening here, everybody, so far in the markets. Cheers to all of you from around the world, from beautiful Amsterdam here in the Netherlands. We're just arrived last night around midnight, Jen and I. It looks like we got some shower activity coming through here at the moment. Nothing unusual for these parts. We'll check out Amsterdam tomorrow morning a little bit, see what we got going on. Right on. Thank you all for being here today. If any of you need any help regarding your the lessons that you've acquired from me, if you've put in you've put an order in for a class and you're not getting the link working, send me an email, brucefromert@hotmail.com. Just let me know, okay? Here's my email address. I'll get it looked after for you. If you've paid for one of those classes and you haven't got the link, let me know and we'll get you the link. You can watch them again and again and again. And those of you who are interested in having a one-on-one session to talk about your investment strategies, the investments you've made, how you're doing on them, you need some clarification on how options work, or you're writing options, but you're just not making the home run ball you want to be making. You want a little bit of guidance on that. Send me an email and say, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one with you. We'll try to set you up with one at the earliest convenience. We'll figure it out with all the time differences and location differences, and we'll work it out. We'll get you on the right track, and it'll more than cover the cost of your one-on-one. Any profits you make on your options, you'll make it all back and more. And we'll go from there. Okay, excellent stuff. W. Walters, hey, I'm number 186 on the thumbs up meter. Hi, Bagel Gang. I bought into GOVX on a friend's tip at 60 cents, and it just shot up to 198. Does anyone follow this stock? I have no idea what this is. Kiwi, is Amsterdam celebrating Max Verstappen's win at the Mexican Spanish Grand Prix? I wouldn't know. I have no idea what the local flavor is. Larry, I think YouTube dropped one of my messages. If you're near Central Station, head over to the I Brewery. It's a local brewery in a windmill. There's something worth checking out. Nick, I'm thumbs up, number 196, buddy. Welcome, Nick, from Blythe, California, pal. How you doing, man? Good to see you here. Larry in Dutch Brewery, says Larry. Nazareth, what level are we looking for to write calls on GameStop today? What should we be doing? Well, I've been trying to get my viewers to look at 105s and 110s to write options, and on any kind of an uptick, that's what you're hoping for. So the shares want to get into the upper 90s, you're looking at 105s. If they want to get into the 102, 104 range, the shares want to do that, you're looking at 110s. Several weeks out, take nothing but a fat premium, time premium only. Absolutely. Nick, hold or dump Walmart. The average is 124.38. What should I do with my Walmart? Where are we at with your Walmart? Let me see here. There it is, 120.53. Well, you got a gain going right now, so I'd sit back here and let the gain happen. Got the Dow up 350. You're up 158. You've had a shellacking on this stock, so it is way oversold. So let it come on. It's up 150 now. Yeah, let it continue to improve, my friend. Let it continue to improve. We're up 335 on the Dow today. Maybe 130 is in the offing for Walmart, which is still way below where it was. That'll give you a nice return, my friend. No question about that. Home Depot down 392. Matterport down 19. Smart Rent down 6. SoFi down 29 cents. GameStop down 155 a share at the moment. That's where we're at. Half an hour to go on this show. Thank you all for picking up, sticking around with us and picking us up. Nice to have you here. We're going to go to the other channel here in a little bit. I'm going to do 2 quick shows over there, then take a little break and come back here for the final hour today. So we'll be on at 3 o'clock Eastern time, which around here will be, I think, 9 o'clock Eastern time. 9 o'clock Amsterdam time. We'll be on for the final hour of the day. So I invite you to join us this afternoon if you'd like to be here for the final hour of trading, see what's going on. Okay. 93.50 on GameStop, down 216. I know a bunch of you have written calls on Friday, some on Thursday. You've written 105s, 110s, and you're now looking for the market to give back a little ground and give you a little profit. So you may have a dip here. I don't know. We're up 338 on the Dow. Not much of a dip there at this point, but you never know with this market. Any kind of a correction to the 200 range, 150, 200 range, we may see some selling off on some of these stocks that went a little too far on Thursday, Friday, but we'll see what happens. In any event, 93.34 now, down 232 on GameStop. The low on the day on GameStop is 93.22. We're just about at that level. The high was 97.16. And the Dow is up 299 now, only 299. So there's some pulling back here. So we'll watch for all this. All right. Nasdaq just went red. Nasdaq is down 7 points. And this is what's been gnawing at me all morning, that the Nasdaq was not participating in the rally today. Nasdaq was, was just lagging and not joining the run. The Dow was up 1% all day long. S&P was up a half a percentage point all day long. But Nasdaq, not so much. Okay. Anyway, John is wondering from Larry, what type of beer is this Natty? Spire, Amsterdam time, 21 to 22, and then the day is done. Larry, Natty is a Belgian double, and their oldest beer. You won't find it outside of Amsterdam. There you go. Interesting stuff. 267 is the gain on the Dow. We're backing up a little bit here. Up 16 on S&P. We're down 24 on the Nasdaq right now. And the 10-year Treasury holding at 2.8. Let's take a look here. We're at 2.81 on the 10-year, so it's not setting new highs. The German 10-year 0.97, under 1% right now. That's what we got going here. Okay. There we go. Pop that over there right now. 0.7% gain on the Dow. 224. We're up 10 on S&P. We're down 32 on NASDAQ right now. Okay. There we are. And GameStop, 92.01. This is the low of the day right now. I think this is pushing just about 91.74. It's pushing the low of the day right now. 91.74. Okay. I thought you were talking about Natty Light. Lived in college. John, love me a Belgian dipple or triple for that matter. John, Michael, me too. I had to ask. BW, funny, doom and gloom articles for months and months. Now the analysts put out articles saying, here's how the pros suggest trading the Wall Street sell-off. Geez, that one would have helped a month ago. Kareem, Natty, Ice. Zach, Michael, me too. I was going to ask ice or light. Let's go. Spire, SoFi is at Friday's low. 714 right now, and we are raining out there. Yep, we got rain falling in Amsterdam right now. I can feel this cool air coming in from the outside. 91.88 on GameStop, 91.74. This is about the low of the day right now. 91.55. Down 4.11 on GameStop. SoFi 7.15, down 34 cents. Smart Rent down 8. Matterport down 26. Home Depot 5.36 lower, and the Dow is up 257 right now. That's the gain on the Nasdaq, on the Dow. The Nasdaq, the S&P is up 7.6, and the Nasdaq is off 47 points. So we're running into some resistance there. Okay. Pick nose, arms crossed today, but I want to get out of my GameStop cover calls before the earnings. Coyote VW, always late and always reactionary. Wing, I'm number 204. Thanks, man. Spread on GameStop calls is absurd yet again. Interesting, the spread between bid and ask. Wide range. Waiting for earnings on GameStop. Still 2 weeks away, though. Still 2 weeks. Wing Commander, the June 10 110s are 655 to 815. So you offer at 810 to sell, you bid 660 to buy at in the best case scenario. So there you have it. That's a wide bid ask for sure. H. Gregory, me too. Pick nose, me too. There you go. Okay, the Dow up 274. And Matterport off 24. Smart Rent down 7. SoFi down 34 to 715. Smart Rent down 338 to 92.28. AMC down 52 to 1151. Right here. Okay, we're down 41 on the NASDAQ markets right now. Okay, there you go. Keep an eye on these markets, kids. See what you can do. All right, kids, I'm going to pack it in right now. I'm beginning to fade very quickly. I got to get some rest here. Pull off a couple of shows for stock market, Traveling with Bruce. Come back here later today at 3 o'clock. I'll catch up for the final hour with you today, and we'll finish off the day together. In the meantime, keep your eyes on these markets. See if you can pull off some scores. Those of you trying to buy back calls, keep your eyes on your bid and asks and put in those stink bids. You never know if you get hit on a stink bid on these option buybacks. They can make or break some incredible trades. So keep your eye on that. Okay, guys? Thank you all for your attendance this morning. Great to see you. I'll see you at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour of the day. Okay, guys? Thank you. And we'll catch you a little later. All right. Bye for now.